Carson Wentz had one of his better games of the season against the Cowboys. He completed over 77% of his passes for 319 yards and a touchdown. Wentz also avoided turning the ball over and kept the Eagles' playoff hopes alive with a 17-9 win. So, Shannon, what letter grade do you give your guy, Wentz, for his performance?
It's like walking out. Walking out. Walking to him. I love Monday, Skip.
Enough of that fake laughter. Let's just get on.
Yeah, what was that?
That ain't nothing like a Monday where my guy outplays your guy, who I've been telling you since 2016 is better, but it can't get through your thick skull. Even Ernestine said his head is hard. I feel bad for Ernestine. You better have been nice to Ernestine, Skip. You better have done. See, I don't like that.
What, last night?
Yes.
No, not last night.
I saw the video she posted. She tried everything to help you out.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Skip. Look.
I didn't even see that, did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she posted a video.
You posted a video?
I'm learning so much now.
You did?
Yes.
And the folks coming to get you today,
What?
too. The folks coming to pick you up today, have a talk with you, the way you treated her. Skip, look, I give him an A+ because he was everything they needed him to be. This is why you move heaven and earth. This is why you trade up to take him number 2 overall, and he's everything that you hoped he would be. 31 of 40. Woo, spectacular, Skip. Touchdown, no interceptions, no turnovers, played a clean ball game, and he outplayed the superior team. He put this team on his back. He said, I'm going to match your defense. You do your thing, and I'll match your effort with my effort. And when you combine those two things, there's something to be said about, Skip. When you have a team that they shouldn't have won this game. Dallas is the better team, but they have the better quarterback, and they wanted it more. There's something about desire. There's something to be said about someone that wants something more than you. I used to tell my kids this all the time. I said, what's happening right now is that I want it more for you than you want it for yourself. That's not good. Skip Bayless, you can't talk about this. You can't talk about how great you are, and we're a playoff caliber team, and Jerry, this is going to be a great script you guys are going to write. The adversity that we're going through, you write the all-time script. A+ for walking to him, and he walked it out.
Really?
Now walk it out with me, Skip.
Huh, I'll give him a B.
No, hold on, Skip Bayless. How you gonna get a guy that win the game, the very same guy grade that you gave the guy that lost the game?
What was his QBR?
61.
61, that scale of 0 to 100, that's just a little above average.
Your guy was a 35.
See, Tom Brady had an 85 on Saturday. Carson Wentz had a 61 at home on Sunday. And you're giving him an A+ for that?
Yeah.
Against my defense that didn't show up from the start? He went up and down the field the first 2 drives that they looked like they hadn't even gotten off the bus yet. Are you kidding me?
A+.
And my defense put little to no pressure on him the whole game, including scoreboard pressure. They sacked him once when he almost got back to the line of scrimmage. They touched him 3 times.
When he fumbled the ball, he fumbled.
3 times. And he finally fumbled, which he will do right on schedule. And it was your day and his day. Way to go. Congratulations. Fly, Eagles, fly, because the fumble bounced right back underneath him. It could have gone the other way, but instead you got to punt it away. And my last-ditch drive started at our 12-yard line. That's just good luck. You had one of those lucky days. And yet he got 118 yards rushing. And Miles Sanders had a game. He dramatically outplayed Ezekiel Elliott because he caught 5 balls for 77 yards. Those are pretty easy throws. And speaking of easy throws, once upon a time, Dallas was sitting there in the second round saying, we got Dallas Goedert. We got Dallas. Dallas was going to get Dallas. And what happened at the last second? Howie Roseman snaked up above them, traded up above them, and got Dallas Goedert. Yesterday, Dallas did Dallas. He caught 9 balls for 91 yards, and they had no matchup. They had Malcolm Smith coming off his couch. He hasn't played for anybody all year, and half the time he was trying to run with Dallas Goedert. Did you see number 43 for Dallas?
I saw
His
it.
jersey was clean because he didn't tackle anybody. Malcolm Smith, once upon a time, he was the Super Bowl MVP, and it was like eons ago for the Legion of Boom. And since then, you haven't heard from him.
But I love how you keep talking about Miles Sanders outplayed Zeke Elliott.
Oh, did he?
The quarterback for the Eagles outplayed Dak Prescott also.
156 yards to, what was it, 77 total for Zeke. So Miles Sanders in total yards, all-purpose yards, just about doubled him.
But Skip, you saw what they did, and Mike mentioned this earlier. They screened the heck out of the Cowboys. They caught them coming upfield, and they run the screen out the back door, and they got a lot of yardage out of that play. They ran, and That's one thing about an Andy Skip. Now, you know Andy Reid. They're going to run some screens on you. You look at all his tree, his lineage, all the guys that come from that Andy Reid, they will screen the heck out of you. That comes from Mike Holmgren, who ran a lot of screens when he was in Green Bay. But, Skip.
I'll give you Carson Wentz. He threw some mean screens.
Well,
those are tough.
Hold on. But you didn't say nothing. Hold on. You didn't say nothing about that when Pollard was catching that screen, or when Zeke hit his head on the goalpost in Pittsburgh. You remember that, Skip?
That was
80 yards?
4 years ago.
Oh, but did it happen?
You're having to reach back for that?
I was asking, did it happen? Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out.
Well, it happened again and again and again and again.
Hold on, Skip.
Yeah.
Remember? Everybody kept talking, and I hear everybody, and I love Clarence Hill Jr. I always follow Clarence Hill Jr. And he talking about, oh, Dak's warming up. He's making all the throws, throwing from the pocket, throwing on the move. I appreciate that update. How'd he throw in the game? How'd he throw in the game? Now, you tell me all the time, if the guy has the high QBR and he outplays, he's better. My guy had a high QBR. My guy outplayed your guy. My guy had a better completion percentage. My guy had more touchdown passes. I'm trying to figure out.
Here's the deal with your guy. He's got the haywire gene in him. He will come unglued. If you put heat on him, if you put any pressure on him in the pocket or on the scoreboard, if they fall even slightly behind, which they should have fallen behind 13-10, then we'd find out what Carson, W-I-N-C-E, is made of. Because he will wince. He will go deer in headlights under pressure. My guy, the worse it gets, the tougher my guy is.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
The worse it gets, the less likely your guy is to come from behind.
So
but
your
he will have
guy scored a grand total of 17 points against my defense, and you're giving him an A+? Are you kidding me? Have you watched my defense all year? It's been a disaster.
Case Keenum threw for 393 against the Eagles. Kirk Cousins threw for 324.
Wait, this is about Carson Wentz.
But Skip.
17 points is all you got? You're giving him an A+ for 17 against my defense? People torch my defense. Did you see what Mitchell Trubisky did to my defense?
Skip.
My God.
You gave a guy a B that got 9 points.
Yeah. My God, that's all they had.
You gave a guy a B that
no
got
Zeke
9.
in key moments, no Amari in key moments, and they dropped 6 balls. Yeah, I showed you all the good throws. My guy made as many good throws as this guy.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he
did. No,
did.
he didn't. He had more bad throws too. Way more bad throws. Because we ain't got that kind of time.
My guy didn't practice all week and had a banged-up shoulder. Was your guy healthy?
I woke our guys up, our bosses up, Charlie and Witt. I woke them up out of bed. I said, I need to make the show 3 hours. They said, why you want to make it 3 hours today? I said, I need to show all these bad throws Dak had in the game. The game going to take us an extra 30 minutes to get it in. They said, no, Shannon, but we'll get back to you. We'll talk to you next go around. Talk about making the show 3 hours.
We needed the extra half hour to show all of Wentz's screen passes. Because he was screaming his guts out. They're hard.
Just last week, your quarterback, he's been out playing Jared Goff, and he finally has something to show for it. Thunder and lightning. Oh, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard. Now you don't want Tony Pollard to play. It's cold. He didn't have what? Get a backup running back.
Yeah, I want him to play a whole series, which is what they used to do. They'd give him a whole series where he could get ready. You're going to get the 5th series of the game.
Tell you?
Really?
What'd they tell you?
My guy waved out. That's what happened, and that was the end of my year. Way to go, Carson. You won it by default. By default.
They don't default. No, where is that? I want NFL films. I want you to pick up because I heard last time they played this easy money. Or Amari and Dap. Dap daddy.
Wait a second.
Easy money.
Last I saw, Dak was thrown into the end zone to tie the game.
Tie what?
Wow, that's
tie what? I don't see nothing.
Where was Carson Wentz all that time?
Hold on. All I saw was the Eagles put up that walking to him. You Eagles, I tell you what, Eagles. Y'all better give me some of that money.
I did a little research, Shannon,
What they do?
and I want to make sure everyone could see it.
What they do?
This is actually what they did. They put up this great picture of Wentz, and I'll walk it to him. The one I saw, a picture of him.
Oh, you're famous now.
So
Philadelphia.
That's what his name is.
They've been listening.
What's Dak's name?
They don't even know what it means.
You do. They do. Don't do that, Skip. What's Dak's nickname?
I mean, what did we see against the Giants and Washington? He was horrible against both of them.
No,
Just horrible.
Skip Bayless.
He
Don't
was
do that.
horrible.
Skip, don't do that.
He was horrible, which is why his QBR is below Dak's for the year.
13 for 13 in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
He was 11-11 the last week against Washington with 2 tubs.
You see him for the first 3.5 quarters against the Giants. Remember that one?
I saw him for the whole. I saw Dak the whole game against the Eagles.
You know what? We would need 4 hours to show all the bad throws he made against the Giants.
Let me tell you what I did see.
4 hours.
I saw 10 points against the Saints. I saw 9 points against the Pats. I saw get beat by. Hold on, Skip Bayless. Now your guy keep losing. Your guy lost a walkie to him. He lost to Sam Darnold. He lost to Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no shame losing to Tom Brady and Drew Brees.
Yeah.
I mean, when your guy gonna win a game?
All I know is when Carson Wentz fumbled, that Fox quickly pointed out, Joe Buck pointed out, that was his 47th fumble in his 4-year career. Wow. He is a slot machine fumbler. Just pull on his arm, whoop, the ball bounces out.
And guess what? And he didn't spit out y'all no money. He came right on back down the field and let him down the field, Skip Bayless.
Sometimes it's your day.
No. So when is it going to be Dak Day?
Well,
Not this year.
apparently not right now. So the unique thing is, even though the Eagles did get the win, there still is a chance they could stumble out of playoff contention even after the win. Yes, we'll talk about these scenarios next.